Hello everybody! Today I got the pleasure of showing you how to play Hitman 3 Freelancer. In this new roguelike game mode, you once again take on the role of Agent 47, the world's deadliest assassin. As a freelancer, you must take on various crime syndicates to keep the world in balance, gain new items, mercers and mastery to become the ultimate freelancer. We're bringing a lot of new things with this game mode, and one of them is your brand new safe house, which functions as your hub for planning your missions or just taking a breather in between gigs. Welcome to Freelancer. A successful run in Freelancer consists of taking down 4 crime syndicate leaders of your choosing. Pick the syndicate you wish to go after. As you identify and take down their lower members one after the other, you end up forcing their leader out of hiding, giving you a one-time opportunity to eliminate them in a showdown. What that is, we'll get to a bit later. This is your campaign progress. And as you can see, we need to take on 2 contracts to get to our first showdown and eliminate our first syndicate. Each syndicate has a syndicate type attached to it, and each syndicate type rewards different playstyles with unique challenges for you to complete for extra payout, so choose wisely. Let's pick the Investor as our first target. Your run will increase in difficulty after each completed showdown. Be careful, because as mentioned, Freelancer is a roguelike game mode, so if you fail a mission, you lose all the weapons and items you brought with you and half of your hard-earned mercers. But the campaign won't fail. Territories will however though become alerted and they'll know that you are coming. But if you fail a showdown, you do not only lose your equipped weapons, items and half of your mercers, you also fail the current campaign and have to start all over from scratch. Each completed mission grants you XP for your overall mastery, and if you do the optional payout objectives, you'll also get mercers. Mercers are the in-game currency used to purchase new weapons and freelancer tools. The harder it is, the more mercers you get. This is your center of operations. This is where you plan your missions, test your guns, choose your starting disguises and more. But as you can see, it's pretty barren right now. But over time, this will become a worthy place for Agent 47 to prepare. But we don't have that much right now. But luckily, we got our old faithful ICA 19 Classic Baller. It's not much, but it'll get the job done. Weapons can be purchased from suppliers and found on locations. If there's a rarity attached to a weapon, you can bring it back and place it on your gun rack and use it for future contracts. Now, let's go on our first mission so that we can corner the leader and get to our first showdown.
Welcome to Sapienza.
Every time you start in Freelancer, you start at a random starting location. Sometimes that's completely safe, and other times, just like now, deep in hostile territory. When you look at the map in Freelancer, you'll notice many new markers. Here we have couriers, suppliers, and safes. Couriers have mercers on them, and suppliers got some cool new weapons and freelancer tools that you can purchase. And safes can also be worth a visit, if you can crack them, that is. Before we go to visit a supplier, let's find a courier to get some economy up and running. Now we got some mercers, let's visit the supplier. In Freelancer, suppliers can be located multiple places on each location, each with unique items for you to purchase. If you got the mercers, they're quite worth a visit. We got enough mercers for a remote Semtex block. Let's get that. It might be useful down the line.
You need more? You know where I am.
It's time to find our target. Luckily, we know our way around. So, it's time to do the thing we do best. First mission is done, and we even completed some of our optional payout objectives. Let's go back to our safe house and prepare for our next mission. When we complete a mission, as mentioned, carried gear with rarity is brought back to the safe house with us. You can drop the gear to place it in storage or keep it in your inventory and bring it with you on your next mission. We've now gained some mastery. Mastery will over time unlock things like the upper levels of our safe house, new interior, a wardrobe for us to change our starting disguises, a shooting range, and more. With Mastery, you can customize various parts of your safe house to match how you think Agent 47 should live. The more mastery you get, the more will unlock in and around your safe house. Going on a mission without any items can be tough. But after you complete your first mission, you'll unlock the supply crate. It will provide you with 3 randomized items and you can pick one of them. Keep an eye on your optional payout objectives for your current contract. One of these items might help you achieve them. Now, let's take on our next mission so that we can get to our first showdown. We've now unlocked our first showdown. We have now cornered the syndicate leader, the investor, and they're located in Dartmoor. Before we go there to find them, let's use our newly unlocked intel wall. This explains who our coming target is. Study it. It will only benefit you on what's to come. In this case, we know the investor's agenda, tells, and looks. This makes it way easier for us to locate the real target. There are many lookalikes and other dangers lurking in a showdown, so we must be careful, and the further we are in our campaign, the harder it gets. But this first one should be manageable for a skilled freelancer like us. In showdowns, you must identify and eliminate the syndicate leader, in this case, the investor. You got the intel, so it's up to you to locate the syndicate member. You must find suspects and compare their appearances and behaviors against your available intel. Then, take out your mark when you're confident of their identity. Remember to visit a supplier and use some of your hard-earned mercers. Some of their items might come in handy.
Hey there. Need anything?
In your inventory, you will also find your new suspect camera. Use this to tag suspects in order to narrow down the search for the syndicate leader. Okay, here's one of the suspects. First up, this dude smokes and does not fit our mark. I'll mark them as a non-suspect. Second suspect reads too much. That does not fit our intel. They're not the one. We just got alerted that there are assassins nearby, so we have to be extra careful. Assassins are strong NPCs that are hiding in plain sight and protecting the suspects. But FYI, they don't always protect your target, but they hit hard, so you want to stay clear of them. Narrowing down the search, we finally found the main suspect. This is the investor. Okay, let's take him out while the coast is clear. We made it! Now, let's locate the exit and get back to our safe house. Our first showdown was successful, and we now eliminated our first syndicate leader. We got new items, weapons we can place on the gun rack, and a new reward crate to open. Reward crates gives you a randomized weapon or item for each completed showdown, and the chances for getting a better item or weapon increases the further you get in your current campaign. In addition to that, we also have new unlocks to our safe house, and we also unlocked prestige objectives. With prestige objectives, you can add a tougher layer on your missions to get more mercers, if you got the skills. Now it's time to progress in our current campaign to get more mastery, mercers, items and weapons. The contracts and showdowns in front of us will be harder, so approach with caution. Remember, if you fail or get wounded on a mission, you lose all your equipped weapons and freelancer items and half of your hard-earned mercers. But the campaign won't fail. Territories will, however, be alerted. But if you fail during a showdown, the leader escapes, and you'll not only lose your equipped weapons, items and half of your mercers, but you'll also lose all the progress made in that current run. It's expensive to fail a mission, but Freelancer is all about high risk, high reward. There are many new ways to explore the world of assassination with this game mode. New ways to play, new targets to execute, new items to unlock, and more. It's time for you to become the ultimate freelancer.